Think about this for a second, because Luke Combs said that was his favorite song as a kid, Fast Car, which I liked it too, but it's a pretty mature song.
Yeah, for
like
a
as a
kid.
kid.
Yeah, I thought that.
Think about if you were an artist and what your favorite song was as a kid, and you just have to cover it.
Oh.
So don't pick a song to cover. Like, pick your favorite song from being a kid, and then you have to cover it. We'll talk about it in a minute. So find your favorite song as a kid, okay? Think about that. Let's do the news.
Bobby's Big
Stories.
I like to start with hard-hitting true stuff first. Scientists testify that 3-fingered Mexican alien corpses are real.
Okay.
These are the ones
Scientists
we talked about?
from where?
Yeah, the Congress
Metro
ones?
News. We have scientific... What?
Oh, I thought you said scientists.
Scientists testify that 3-fingered Mexican alien corpses are real.
The aliens, Amy.
I know, I said, where are the scientists from?
Small alien mummies that were presented in Mexico's parliament last month. Remember those?
Right. Yeah.
A team of scientists testified to parliament yesterday. We don't have parliament here, so it's got to be somewhere else. That the 3-fingered figures were real and claimed that they're a new species. The species does not have lungs or ribs. The scientists and doctors stopped short of saying that they were aliens. And other scientists around the world also are like, I don't know if this is true because I haven't seen them yet, but it sounds like a scientist fight to me.
You know what else Mexico used to say when I lived in South Texas? The chupacabra was real.
It's not?
No.
I don't know, dude. That's from Metro News. NFL fans claim they already know who will play in the Super Bowl next February. A bizarre conspiracy theory goes viral again. I've heard it before, but here we go again. What's your thought?
I hope it's the Saints.
No.
Oh, that's interesting. Do you want to do this segment with your retainer in? Is it bothering you not to have it in?
My mouth is starting to
I could
feel
see her
weird.
start to do the with mouth. Put your retainer in. You should have it in
No,
for the
it's
segment.
fine.
No, we
Please.
insist.
No,
Please.
I'm not
It's
gonna.
weird.
Retainer.
Put it in.
Put it in.
Oh, that's a weird chant.
Yeah. Retainer.
Well, I could see her taking her tongue. I'm like, do her mouth like this. So just put it in.
Yeah.
You know? So NFL fans believe they already know who will take the field at Super Bowl LVIII. So
That's this year?
yeah.
Okay.
LV. So L50.
Oh.
V. I don't know. 25.
That's V is
70.
5.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Because of Rocky 5. That's how I remember it.
Okay, I don't even care. So here we go. Thank you. You're right though. Some have predicted that the two teams who battle it out are pre-selected by the NFL, and their team's colors combine to make up this year's Super Bowl logo.
Okay.
So this has happened before many times, and it's been probably just random that it's mixed. For example, the blue and gold and kind of orange and black was the Super Bowl logo year before last, and that was the Rams and Bengals.
Oh, wow.
So
Interesting.
If you pull it up, my problem is I don't do colors well. So when I looked at the logo, I could just be assigning wrong teams to them if I were to believe it. So yeah, let's see what happens. Mike, can you show the logo? Because I don't know what the colors these are. If it could be blue or it could be purple.
Oh, okay. So you
Because
see the
I'm like
logo, but
colorblind.
you can't tell? Gotcha.
I wouldn't bet money that I get it right. So let's see if by this, because we do have a bet. We bet $50 each for like 6 of us. If the Saints win the Super Bowl, we win $18,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's,
Not bad.
there's a reason for that.
Yep.
Yes, there is a reason for that, but they'll probably win their division. And we just want to get in the mix there.
Which means they can make the playoffs.
Right. It's kind of like, look at this logo. It's kind of purple.
Mikey, where
So is it the Vikings or is that blue?
No, it's more like saying Ravens Niners.
Oh, purple and red, Bo.
That's red?
Yeah.
Ravens, Niners.
I do have a future that I bet on the Ravens. That means I bet toward the Super Bowl
so
champion.
Don't cheer against our bet. Worry about our bet.
I can make more than one bet, but I'd rather the Saints win. But man, okay, well there we go. Ravens and is that Niners?
They're red.
Yeah.
Who else? Falcons? No.
Oh God, yeah. First class menu for the Titanic goes up for sale.
That's cool.
Pretty cool to own. By the way, we got to sell our stuff, Lunchbox. You're the team leader.
Yeah, I know you guys rejected my idea.
No. You don't just have one idea and then quit.
Well, maybe you do. Some people do in business.
And then those people don't make it.
Oh my gosh.
Ever wonder what they ate on the Titanic? You can find out for $86,000. You can buy the menu from the Titanic.
$86,000.
We can probably just Google it once someone buys it.
Yeah, but what you can Google it now.
Yeah,
actually.
but having it on display.
What I think is just having it, owning it, investing that later it's going to be worth more. But $86,000 from WT, they have that there. On the menu, by the way, spring lamb with mint sauce, sirloin of beef with horseradish, puree parsnips, and Victoria pudding.
Okay, I want to try that pudding.
Women do love bad boys. It's about Morgan mostly. She does love losers. Ladies think that men who take risks are more attractive.
No. There's no way.
There is an
okay.
attractiveness about
Like an
it.
excitement,
Like,
right?
yes.
Yeah.
Like,
Maybe
there's a lust
when you're
factor.
dating, but when you're married, do you want someone who like takes a bunch of
Well,
risks?
she hasn't been married.
But you're looking at risk as being negative. Like it could be that.
Well, yeah, because it's a risk.
A lot of
No.
risks.
Okay.
Somebody who takes a lot of risks, that's pretty
Firefighters, pilots.
Okay,
that's
those are daily risks for
Military.
other people
Yeah.
where they're risking their lives.
Exactly.
No, that's not the same thing.
That's not.
in a uniform.
That's not the same thing.
Okay.
The results show that women prefer men who take risks, but research also shows that women who prefer this usually end up not wanting it long term, and it's only for a short time.
There we go.
In long-term partnerships, the disadvantage of being attracted to habitual risk becomes excessive and curbs attraction to risk takers. Daily Mail. It just should say girls like losers until they've had so much loser they overdose, and then they decide to go for a different. And then you settle for something in the middle.
Well, that's where I'm at right now. I already overdosed. I'm like ready for.
Well, you did.
Mm-hmm.
You did. It's not a youth. I mean, it is a you thing, but it's
100%.
It's not a you thing because you're not a loser. And my theory about you is your dad is so stable and kind that you want the opposite of that, because it's like women, you can do this to guys too, but women who have dads who are gone and not healthy, they want like a father figure as a boyfriend or husband. I think Morgan just wants a freaking loser with tattoos on his eyeballs
It's a solid theory.
because her dad's awesome.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's why Caitlin's dad's awesome. So say what you,
Nice.
she had to go for a bad boy.
Yeah.
Do most men stand to pee?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So yes, but 1 in 4 guys around the world don't. United States, mostly everybody does. It says everybody but Bobby. Oh crap.
Always? Like that's how they pee?
Like
Or-
generally speaking, they stand up, but 1 in 4 don't. Other countries, they sit down and pee because it's actually healthier for you in a lot of ways.
Really?
Yeah. That's from Bond University, Australia. It's just a culture thing. Where was I? I think I was in maybe Japan once, and they had little toilets on the ground, and you like hover above them.
Oh, like
Wild.
Like you're in the woods?
Yep, like number
Like
2.
squat?
Yeah, it's wild, and it just like falls. It's crazy.
Weird.
Culture, man. Culture.
Crazy.
Former teacher says she made nearly $1 million from OnlyFans in less than 6 months.
What's her name?
Brianna Coppage.
You logging in?
Yeah, I'm gonna check her out.
Coppage had been a teacher for 5 years. She was an English teacher. She resigned after her OnlyFans page was discovered by school administrators. She said her annual teaching salary was $42,000, but she made $1 million in 6 months.
Wow. That's awesome.
WSFA. So, Amy, let me ask you. Let's say it was only underwear pictures, but someone said, we'll give you $5 million to do OnlyFans. Would you
what?
leave this show, but you only had to do underwear pictures?
I'm not leaving this.
$5
show for
million
that.
dollars.
$5 million
Amy.
to do underwear pictures?
Oh my god.
$5 million.
I don't want to do underwear pictures.
Right, but
I'm
do you want
very
$5 million? But do you want?
uncomfortable.
But you're not naked. Do you want $5 million more than you don't want to do underwear pictures?
I still would. I'm. That's really
See, she's thinking
difficult
about it. Yeah,
decision, but
let's go.
I'm. At the end of the day, I'm not going to do that.
Good for you, because I believe you thought
But
about it, and that is your answer.
If someone else chose to, that's totally fine. But it's
Oh
not-
yeah, she has
it's-
her
it's
retainer
not-
in.
I'm like, what's wrong
Is
with
is my retainer in for the pics?
Please.
I'm sure there's a group of people that would really be turned on by that.
Okay.
Yeah, Brianna, she's expensive, and her bio says, "You found me."
Oh, my goodness.
Yes, I'm that teacher you saw on the news. Google me. Come see why I'm not a high school teacher anymore. $14 for 30 days.
So I could be like, come see why I'm not a radio person anymore.
That's analogy with my retainer.
Bones, he has an account.
I know he has
He's
an
logged
account.
in.
Yes, I know.
He says it's quote unquote for work.
Yeah, and he writes it off.
I'm just telling you, you can get her for $14 for 30 days.
But what does she do? I've never, Lunchbox, what does she do? If you were to spend $14 a month on her,
You'd get her posts, like whatever she posts, the videos, pictures.
but can't somebody just take those and post those online, and then you can just go find those?
They probably could.
Do you get anything direct that doesn't go to everybody? Does anybody know?
Not that. I mean, she
Yeah.
has 99 videos up and 292 photos up.
But I'm saying, could
Not
you,
bad.
if you paid, I would want to have direct. Let's say I was paying for baseball OnlyFans, and Mark Grace, my favorite player from growing up, he just would post stories about his days playing with the Cubs, number 17. Well, if I'm paying, I also want to ask him questions privately.
Yeah, like send you a separate video of
If
like,
I
hey,
like
Bobby.
once a month, I get like a separate Mark Grace video going,
Right.
hey man, heard and like my story about slump busters.
I bet you could pay for a
Direct.
higher
Yeah.
subscription.
Like a cameo version of.
Yeah, like a cameo
Yeah.
version of it. But like, I mean, the girl that we used to work with that did it, I mean, it was just like you would get it whenever she'd post.
Who's he talking about?
She didn't offer the next level.
She didn't have next
I
level.
I didn't pay for the next level, but
God,
my
there was a
friends-
girl we knew that we worked with that got on OnlyFans.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
and then a bunch of my friends, we pooled our money just so we
They
could.
pulled their money. So there's a high school football coach who was fired after he punched a player. I watched the video. Fox 13 News. You can't do this. You just can't do it. But I'm telling you, the kid had a helmet on.
Right. So it probably hurt the coach more than it hurt the kid.
And not only that, you can't do it. I'm going
Right.
to say it again. You cannot do this, especially now. But the kid had a helmet on. It's not what really is, as in my opinion only, it's not as severe as the story makes it out. He's coming off the field, and the coach just but just boom, right in the head because he won't get off the field in time. I was like, I felt that. Get off the field.
Yeah. You got to run, man.
But you can't do that. I just want to say it again before this blows up and I get canceled or backlash or whatever. But still, it's not as bad as the news makes it seem.
But when a player does a good play, like everyone slaps him on the helmet as hard as they
But
can.
it wasn't a slap.
It wasn't a slap. It was a close, but into the helmet.
Got it.
You can't do that, coach. If you do, you got to do it at practice.
Yeah, that's a weird way to try to get somebody off a field.
I think he's just reacting.
Did
Did you see the video?
I'm not, but did the player mess up? Or have
They were
bad
just trying to get him off
attitude?
the field in time. No,
That's
he was
it.
just running off the field.
I just don't see there's a faster way to get someone off the field besides punching
Well,
them
it's
in the
not
head.
getting him off the field. It's like you didn't get off the field in time.
Oh.
Right.
He shouldn't have done it.
He's angry. Okay,
Will you watch the video?
sure.
Go over to Mike's desk. He shouldn't have done it. Hey, everybody, he shouldn't have done it. Bad
Definitely.
move. But he had a helmet on. And he hit him. And the coach probably hurt his fist.
Oh,
Right.
for sure. That does not feel good.
Watch, Amy. Boom.
Oh gosh.
Is it bad, Amy?
Yeah.
If you
All
were to
right.
like
All right,
shove
go
him,
ahead. Let
if
me
you
see
were to like
that.
shove him hard in his shoulder, you can't
No,
do it, everybody.
no.
Hey,
I mean,
everybody, you
it's
can't
a
do it.
wind
No,
up in a
he
I mean-
the coach is saying
He's
you're-
trying to hurt
no,
Who got hurt?
Hey, dude, I look at that and I say, Coach, what are you doing? That
Yeah,
hurt your
no.
fist, man.
No, I'm saying, Coach, what are you doing? You need like.
I
you
mean,
have
coach was
anger
trying to
issues.
knock him out.
He's so
No, he
angry. that-
wasn't.
yeah, no.
Are
the
you
coach's
kidding me?
face.
I remember I got grabbed by the coach face. I
Grabbed.
messed up once.
I mean, he
Yeah, I hear you.
cocks
He
it.
can't do. He can't do that. No
can't
way.
do
I want
that.
to say it again. He can't do it.
He can't.
But
no,
guys,
he's
that
angry.
that hurt the coach
Who
way
cares?
more.
I
He-
understand, but it wasn't like a little jab. It was a cross. I mean, he
Yeah.
came,
No.
he
And I think-
cocked it back.
Bobby,
and
can you-
Anybody that played football is going to understand
Right
the
here.
intensity and go, you can't do that, but also,
Okay, can I ask you
Yeah.
something? Can you see his face, the coach's facial expression?
Yeah, it's like, I'm trying to
because
knock
he
you
is
out.
sa-
yes, 'cause he's an intense, probably defensive coordinator.
No, he's like, you
Rock.
idiot, get off the field.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're all like
yeah,
that.
but
I agree, and you can't do that.
you can't do that's
Amen.
That is the weirdest reaction to
It is. It is. You can't control his anger, and you can't do that. But I'm just. At
right. So
least he had his
therefore-
helmet on. At least he didn't pull his helmet off and then punch him in the face.
Right,
Yeah.
that would be bad.
So just work on some of that, and then you can resume coaching. But
The stuff I don't like are the fights in the stands where they punch each other in the face.
Oh, I hate those, dude.
Yeah.
And
mostly
then they're
I wanna
falling
know-
down rows.
I want to know if this coach, if the players like go, you know what, this coach has meant a lot to us. He's in many ways, he's been there for us. He's inspired.
maybe he might need a break though, just a little break.
Oh, no, he's
you
been
know,
fine. He's
sometimes
gone.
you have
He's
to
gone.
go. Sometimes you have to go away.
Yeah, and you can't do that, everybody.
And he's not going to be able to, I mean, he's going to go apply at another school. I think his coach career is over.
Really?
Yeah, because they're going to Google his name
The
and
kid
he's
had a
punching a
helmet on.
player.
I think any coach across the country is going to be like, yeah.
Oh, my
I've-
point was, I got grabbed by my face. I was going to just jerk my head on.
Yeah.
What?
And if that would have been on camera, he'd have been like, oh, but my coach was awesome. It was a huge influence to me, and I needed that.
I remember I was like on my knees, you know, kind of like upset about a play, and my coach pushed me over.
Okay, this is not okay.
And I was like,
this
what
is
the
not
crap?
okay.
Eddie's like, my coach put me in the trunk and locked the door and drove me across the.
He pushed us all over. I'm like, hey, man. Like,
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Wow.
that coach can't do that. By the way, you cannot.
No.
That's stupid. But I mean, he had a helmet on.
and that hurt the coach's hand for sure.
Yeah, the coach. First, yes. All right, there you go. That's the news.
Those were Bobby's Big
Stories.
Do you look like someone that's famous and it affects your life? I was looking at TikTok. There's a guy who works at Disney World that looks just like Chris Pratt. And he looks so much like Chris Pratt that he even plays Chris Pratt's character in Guardians of the Galaxy at Disney World. And everybody's just like, and they think it's him. The Taylor Swift girl who looks a lot like Taylor, but first wasn't acting like Taylor.
Yeah.
Then she started off as a Taylor look. She looks exactly like Taylor.
Yeah.
That's
pretty amazing.
Crazy. And not on purpose, but then once she kind of felt like, well, this is the thing I'm going to do for views and clicks and this content, then it was a little more purposeful. But man, she looks so like Taylor Swift. It's crazy. We have on the phone right now Katie. Hey, Katie, people think that you look like Kelly
How's it
Clarkson, you say?
Yes. So in high school, which was 10 years ago, but people told me that I looked like Kelly Clarkson. And then I had like the deep, raspy voice kind of too. And then yesterday I was at lunch, just went through Chick-fil-A, had my window still rolled down, and I was about to go. And this guy, like, I see out of the corner of my eye, there's like a triple take. So I kind of look at him and he's like, oh my God. Are you Kelly Clarkson? I was like, no. He's like, are you? I'm like, no, honey, I promise you I'm not. If I was, I would not be driving this car.
Now, please just be gone.
Yeah.
Katie, thank you for your call. I appreciate you taking the time to call us and share that story.
Yeah, of course.
All right,
have a great day.
Yeah, you too. See you later. This girl that looks like Taylor Swift, her name is it's Ashley13. She has 1.6 million followers.
It's Ashley.
All
13.
because she looks
Funny.
like Taylor.
She does. I mean, if you really
she
look at
looks
her, obviously you're like, okay, that's not her. But first glance, it looks just like her.
I'm gonna even say in second glance.
Yeah.
But yes, if you like go hard and like, but yeah, no, it's like twins. Once you get to know them, you can see how they look different.
Yep.
But when you see them at first, they're exactly the same.
Yeah, same.
So same. That's right. Twins. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk to Steve in Ohio. Steve, what's up, buddy?
Not much. How are you?
Doing pretty good. What can we do for you?
Good morning, studio.
Morning.
No, I've always been told I sound like Sylvester Stallone.
Do you sound like Sylvester Stallone?
Ah.
Did you think it was him?
Yeah.
No, I did not.
That's what I thought. I thought.
Do you do yo? Oh, here we go.
Come on.
Yeah. Yo, Adrian.
Yeah.
Well, you're doing an impression now. Yeah, do some more impression.
Hey, Adrian, I was just out and about.
It's pretty good. His impression's pretty good. It kind of sounds like Borat meets Sylvester Stallone, but
Yeah.
I do think it does sound pretty good. All right, Steve, I appreciate that, buddy. You guys can call us if you want, 877-77-Bobby. I do want to mention a couple things about the CMAs. So when Lainey Wilson won Entertainer of the Year, I did not watch last night. They don't let me be part of the show, so I just kind of, do my silent boycott. When Lainey Wilson wins Entertainer of the Year, and we've known Lainey forever, did they have the camera on everybody else?
Yes, they did.
Was everybody happy?
No, I'll say most people did not have a poker face in that scenario.
Really?
Yeah, they showed a few different people, and you could kind of, I couldn't tell if it was shock or they were mad they didn't win. It was just more of
Maybe
like,
surprise, just surprise.
yeah, like you could just tell they were fighting something. Like, when you're sitting there and you're trying really hard to just fake a smile? That's what you're seeing.
If I'm Morgan Wallen or Luke Combs and I'm selling out stadiums, and I'm putting out multiple number ones, I think I'm going to feel like I should win regardless. And they probably think, well, I should win or that person should win. I mean, even with those two, they should go, Morgan's like, I'm probably going to win, or Luke Combs is probably going to win. And Luke could go, I'm probably going to win, or Morgan's going to win. It is probably a bit premature for Lainey to win that award, but good for her.
Oh, that's awesome.
People vote. But what happens is it's industry that votes. So it's great, but I was also shocked when I saw that this morning. But in a way of like, I love Lainey, and I think it's great. But I can see her getting backlash because of it. Because she probably is not that yet.
Well, it's such a bummer because it was a voted thing. She can't control that.
Correct. She did.
And I'd take it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Of course.
Well, you're
I'll
not
take it
gonna
right
not
now.
take it.
Right.
I'll take it right this second. If they were like, we're changing it from Lainey to you, I'd be
Yeah.
like, thank you. But I do understand where that would be weird. Who reacted the weirdest?
Morgan.
I saw that.
Like, you just kind of look, you're like, oh, maybe pan away from him right now. Just like let him have a moment to digest that news.
But I liked it. I kind of was like, you know what? That's
good.
That is
It's real.
an authentic reaction.
Yes.
Most of the time you see the clap, like, I'm so happy for them. And you're like, You're not.
Yeah,
Well,
you
he
watch-
was clapping.
Yeah, well, yeah.
It's a fake clap. Like when you watch the Super Bowl, the other team's out going, "Yay, congratulations!"
Right.
You're mad. You lost. The biggest award of the year. You lost.
But I think if Luke Combs would have won, or I don't know who else was up for it, I don't think he'd probably had that reaction. I think it's weird because Lainey's like opening for Hardy right now.
Yeah, she was.
Right? I
I
mean,
mean, done her own tour.
It
right?
is. She just announced it.
She
but-
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
but she didn't.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
So that's why people were all upset about it.
The other two nominees were Chris Stapleton and Carrie. This is a quick Google search. I don't
Yeah.
know if that's true.
We'll do a slow Google search. We'll wait.
Okay.
Good for Lainey.
Yeah.
I hate that she's gonna have to deal with some of the blowback. I understand why people would be upset, but it's a stupid award. It's great for Lainey. Morgan doesn't need it. Luke Combs doesn't need it. Stapleton doesn't need it. Carrie doesn't need it. Heck, Lainey probably doesn't need it, but it's great for her career.
Good point.
And Lainey's a great person, and I couldn't be happier for somebody like for this to happen to her. But is it a little premature? Absolutely. Let's just say it is. But man, if it's got to be somebody, I'm glad it's her because she's awesome.
Yeah, she's so
She's
good.
awesome. Okay. Well, I want to play this. This is, speaking of Hardy, it's Hardy and Wallen. Nope.
No, that was live last night. This is the recorded one. It's just Post Malone and Diffie.
Oh, so Hardy's not, but doesn't Hardy do all this? Isn't he
Well, no, the live
it's the
version.
Hicks tape though, right? But
Yes,
isn't
the
this
Hicks.
Hardy, is he not in it? Or
Not
he
in
just
this
mixed the whole
song.
thing? So it's just Post Malone and Joe Diffie, but it's Hardy's Hicks tape.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Joe Diffie's son was there last night. He did a little presentation. It was pretty cool.
So we're not playing the live version, we're playing the album version. Got it. Man, Joe Diffie was awesome.
I know, man.
Was it-
I'm so glad we got to meet him, and
and I got to know him a little bit
yeah,
to where when famous people die, mostly you just are like, oh, that's sad for a second. But I hated that he died. Because he was like the dude when we were kids, and then he was so freaking cool. And like I'd play at the Opry, and he'd stay back and watch, and we'd hang out. It was just so that dude was awesome. All right, here we go. Post Malone, Joe Diffie, Pickup Man, Bobby Bones Show.
his thing.
Yeah, and if I'm here for somebody to do a country record that isn't traditionally country, it's Post Malone because he's been consistently country.
He loves country music.
And he doesn't have to do country. It's not like somebody that's failed at another format that goes, well, I guess I can go to country.
Yeah.
Post Malone's been doing country stuff forever. He's from Texas. And so, actually, we've been begging him, like, do something country. So I hope he puts out a whole project, which is what the word on the I was on the street last night.
Oh, you were out there?
Oh.
Well, I was on the
Yeah,
street.
What do
yeah.
they, what do they say
Well,
out there,
word,
man?
that's just word on the street.
Oh.
Yeah, but the street says all kinds of stuff.
It's the street.
But Post Malone is more country than probably a fifth of country artists. But you can also be hip hop, obviously. I mean, look at Jelly Roll.
Oh, yeah.
You can tell me he ain't both? No, you ain't, because if you do, I'm hanging up. That's awesome. Rest in peace, Joe Diffie, man. That's cool. All right, back in a second. Here's a voicemail from Kara in Austin.
We just got done watching the CMAs, and we're feeling kind of sad that Morgan Wallen didn't win anything. Could you just explain to us how the awards are picked? Please enlighten us, because we're sad. Thanks. Love the show. Love Morgan Wallen.
Pretty common sentiment when we looked at the phone lines. Morgan is the biggest artist in our format, no doubt about it. It's weird that he didn't. Did he not win anything?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Zero?
So that's odd. Now, here's the thing. It's not an award that's given because of any data of concert tickets. It's not an award given because of hits. It's not an award given because of anything that actually matters. It's literally people that work in the industry and vote on it. That's it.
So what does that mean?
Well, it's
What do you
like
mean?
if
What
you
does that
work at a record label, you get to vote. Who are you going to vote for? Probably the person on your label.
No, I mean the industry not voting for Morgan. That's interesting.
I don't think it's them not voting for him. I think it's them using their collective powers to vote specifically for people.
Oh, that makes sense.
Because you really can't not vote for someone. You
Right.
can not vote for somebody, but you can't
Right.
really organize a no vote.
Got you.
So I don't think, and no, Morgan's well liked, but maybe he's on a small label. His label's also his management, so they'd only get one vote for those two things. There's just a lot to go into it. Don't put too much into it, because you will get upset. So, but who knows? I don't put too much into it, except I do, and then I get mad, and then I stop. So I'm not putting too much into it.
So that's the advice you gave yourself?
Yes.
So is there a chance, like, are there certain different award shows even maybe do this, but you're voting and there's a collective thing, and it's like, okay, this is the result, but we're going to go ahead and just call an audible here ourselves?
Absolutely. Not this show, though.
Okay.
There are massive award shows that have in their bylaws that the group can change.
Oof.
And I know it's happened, and sometimes it goes with how culture is, and it sucks.
Like the Oscars and the Grammys, those are all voted. Those are all industry votes as well, right?
I would read
those
I'd read the
bylaws, man.
No, I'm saying the with all the academies.
Well, the Academy Awards are probably different than the Grammys.
Oh, I don't know either.
What about the Tonys?
Don't know anything. I don't know anything about it.
All right.
Tonys, I don't know anything much about stage.
All right.
I'd like to go see Shucked, I think, but other than that, I don't know much about it.
Thank you.
Oh, I want to see Shucked so bad.
What is Shucked?
Oh,
It's the Corn. It's Brandy Clark, Shane McAnally wrote the music for it.
Cool.
So it's supposed to be so funny. People that have seen it say they laugh the entire time.
And Brandy was on the podcast. Did you see it?
No, but I talked to Kevin, the guy that's in it, last night on the carpet.
Oh,
He
yeah?
walked it, and he was super awesome.
Yeah, that's a different kind of talent.
Mm-hmm.
I would compare people that do stage at a high level to athletes that play soccer internationally, because you got to do a lot of running, there's a lot more hand-eye coordination than just playing football. Or swimming, got to be super elite to be a swimmer. It's just not culturally a big sport. So, but you have to be so skilled to do that, and you don't get as famous as you do on the other stuff.
Like a Broadway star?
Yeah, stage. That's why I call it stage.
Stage. Because you can't say cut on the stage. You can't say line.
You can, but it doesn't look good. All right, Kara, thank you for that. You did red carpet last night, Morgan?
Yeah, I did.
Did you see your dude you were giving your number to?
Yeah, but we didn't have any interaction.
Okay.
Oh.
So earlier we talked about the bracelet, and you can hear all that from the interview. Morgan shot her shot with Dustin Lynch.
Thanks.
Hear it all on the podcast. We're still letting that be a thing.
And there's video of it on YouTube.
There is?
Yeah.
Do you see your phone number on the bracelet?
No,
Nah.
I don't think you can see it.
I zoomed in.
You did?
Yeah, I can't see it.
To make sure.
Here we have Chris Lane and Lily Rose. Are they together or separately in this?
Separately.
Okay. So here is Chris Lane talking to Morgan, and it's about Dustin Lynch.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
You want me to tell you?
Yes, please.
It was Dustin Lynch.
Oh, Dustin. Yeah,
Yes.
well, there you go.
But I was just curious
I
if
know
anybody...
Dustin well, so maybe I could.
You wanna be my reference?
I could be your reference. I could be your wingman.
Even his reaction. I was like, oh, how about that? Here's Lily Rose.
Do you feel like that'd be a good match or no?
I mean, if you like to have beers and party, then yeah. I mean, I love partying with him, so.
He's a good partier.
He's a good partier. He's
love
fun.
that.
He's kind. He opens doors for people. I feel like he would be a good date.
Okay, see,
I give my stamp of approval.
I like it. And see, now we got, now maybe I need to work on my references. You know how I did the friendship bracelet? Maybe now I need to do references on a piece of paper.
Oh my gosh. Well, you can call me.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
We
Hey,
probably,
it was a joke.
It's gonna.
It is a joke. I know.
But no.
No reference.
They know it's a joke, right?
Yeah, I think. So.
Yes.
Okay.
They both asked about it. They saw the video and they wanted to know about it.
Got it.
Oh, okay.
Lily, by the way, is opening my Louisville show next Friday night.
Oh, she's
Lily
awesome.
Rose is. She's awesome.
I can take the fall if that's how
Do you want to hear Lunchbox
What do you do?
What do I do?
with Carly Pierce?
I let her know. I didn't do anything wrong.
Oh gosh. Wait. Does it have anything to do with?
Michael Ray? No,
Yeah.
thank God.
No, guys.
You
come
wouldn't
on.
do that,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
No,
oh my
I wouldn't do
God.
anything cringeworthy.
Also, that's like old and played out.
So?
Oh, for him, I guess.
I
Okay.
mean,
All right, here we go. Here's the clip.
Carly, okay, they call me the king of cringe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and so I saw a video of you, and I was like, this is what you do when you're a celebrity. But other people thought it was cringeworthy, is when you're on the airplane.
Yeah, I got like a lot of laughs and a lot of hate for that.
Why? Why do people hate famous people bragging about being famous?
I was like, I'm sorry. I was really excited and upset that I was on a flight and couldn't watch it. I had had some alcohol, and I just wanted to see if people understood that was me. It was a big moment.
You know what I mean? Like, people are like, oh, so cringe. Do you, like, when you look back at it, is it cringe?
I don't think it's cringe because it came from a really honest, just like, holy crap, this is me right now on TV. It's different. So you thought it was cringe.
I thought it was cringe.
oh gosh.
My favorite thing is he's like using somebody else to be insulting. He's like, people are saying. Everybody's saying. Then at the end, it comes back. Yeah. Because she went on a flight and was showing
Everybody, like I guess it was I don't know what award show it was. Maybe the CM.
ACMs, maybe.
Yeah, and she was like, look, that's me on TV.
I
And
think
she's
it's funny.
running up and down the aisle with the computer.
I didn't hate it at all, but
no,
for
no,
you
but-
to say it's cringe when you want all the attention all the time.
No. But it was cringe because everybody's looking like, can you go sit down, ma'am?
Yeah,
Like,
how about when you went to the tour bus and you were like, I'm Lunchbox, and they were like,
they couldn't hear me.
No, they heard you.
Loud and clear.
I just could not. I
So
mean,
you're just jealous of her. You weren't cringed out by her. It sounds like.
I mean, it's pretty cool. She was on TV. I mean, it's a
Exactly.
braggy moment. But I mean,
Exactly.
no one cared on the airplane. I was like, man, I felt bad.
Oh man, I have another one too that's cringy about Lunchbox, but I'm gonna wait.
What?
I gotta
With
wait till
who?
tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because we're out of time, right? Yep. Yeah, we're out of time for this one. Okay, hold on a
Do you
minute.
want?